Well, it used to be a one-man show. During my time as a footballer, you had a very wealthy owner with a huge passion for a football club, sort of putting money, pumping money into a club, most of the time losing money to fulfill his dream. And nowadays it's completely different. Now you've got proper companies. Football is run like a business, and gate receipts sort of are important in order to sort of finance the club, but more importantly, commercial rights, building a brand. It's more like a team effort nowadays. It's not like just one-man show. It's more like, you know, there's an entire team behind working really hard in order to sort of provide the right finances. And football fans nowadays must be more involved in this process. I fell in love with the beautiful game when I was probably 3, and I kicked football for the first time. And I've been very lucky to be able to turn my passion into my profession. And I think I owe it to the game that I always look for ways to make football a better game. And when I spoke to Fausto about the TIFOSY idea, I thought it was just a brilliant idea. You know, a way to help football clubs to raise money, to make football a more sustainable business, and build facilities and structure and improve the organization. So I also love the fact that TIFOSY is the first company to be able to provide this service, and I love when you are the pioneer of something that is going to revolutionize the football industry. So when I spoke to Fausto about TIFOSY, I decided that yes, I did want to get involved in something that is going to change football forever. Well, it is very important that football clubs nowadays strengthen the team, signing very good players, but that's only one part of the job. Another very important thing to do is then to provide these players with the best possible facilities, and I'm talking about training grounds, I'm talking about the overall organization. You really need to put these players in a position where they can actually perform at their very best, and you can only do that if the right organization is in place and you've got the right facilities. So I think it's very important that football clubs spend their money wisely, not just on signing players, but also providing the players with the right environment, working environment, so that they can actually perform at their very best. Portsmouth were the ideal club to start because they have a very passionate fan base, and so we would sort of we helped them to sort of raise the money and achieve these results, but ultimately it was the fans that wanted it to make it happen, and we just helped them. I think it's a must. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about the passion of the fans for their own football club. So and they're not just your customers; they are your partners. You're in there together, the owners of the football club and the fans and the players. So it's got to be a team effort. And sometimes I can see that fans can get a little bit frustrated because, you know, they don't even know sometimes who owns the club, who runs the club. And so yes, I think it's important to strengthen the relationship. For the fans it's important to know that their voice is heard and they want to be involved. And then they will be extremely happy to support you in the good and in the bad time. But you need to involve them and sort of keep their passion alive. Yes, because I think that football clubs need to have money, but you need to spend the money wisely. And when you are spending money that's been raised and with the help of the fans or in any other manner, you feel like you are very responsible and you don't want to waste the money and you want to protect the future of the club, using the finances properly. So, yes. In other words, we want to change football and make it a better game.